everyone, so today I want to talk about a question that I get a lot. Should I invest or should I pay off my debt? So that really depends. So it comes down to how much debt you have and the type of debt you have. So let's run over a few scenarios. Scenario number one, you have credit card debt. Stop whatever you're doing, just pay that shit off, because most credit cards run at around a 20% per year interest rate, and very few investments can continuously give you a 20% year-over-year return. And so just pay that shit off, because you'll likely lose money if you put your money into something else. Scenario two is, say on the other end of the spectrum, you have a low interest rate loan, something like a mortgage. So currently mortgages are running between 1% and 2%, which is awesome. If you have a low interest rate loan like that, I would say pay what you have on the mortgage and invest whatever you have left, just because most investments can make more than 2%. For example, the stock market over the past 40 years on average generates between an 8 and 10% return. And real estate, again, it depends, but if I use my portfolio as an example, I have somewhere between 9% from my condo. Side note, think twice before investing in condos, and up to 30% for some of my single detached properties. Bottom line though is whatever you invested in, whether it be stocks or real estate, likely will do better than your 2% that you're saving on your mortgage or your low interest rate loan. So for scenario number three, this one's a bit tougher. Say you have a loan that's hovering around 8%. What do? At this point, I would look at how much money you have to pay off and how long it would take you to pay off. Just because here we have to consider the time value of money. So what does that mean? Let's say you have a set amount of money, and assuming it's invested and compounding over time, it'll be worth more in the future than it does now. Or another way to put it is the same amount of money in the future is worth less than it is worth now. So if it's only a couple of years, if it's a small loan, I would say pay it off, just because 1 or 2 years won't make a huge difference in the returns of that money if you had invested it otherwise. However, if it does take you 6 to 8 years to pay off this loan, I would do a bit of both. I would invest a portion of it and use another portion of it to pay off that loan, just because 6 to 8 years is enough time for the return on that money to make a difference. So let's assume you have an 8% interest on your loan and an 8% of interest on your investments. As you pay off your loan, the amount of interest you're paying will decrease as you pay it off. But however, as you're investing, the amount of gains that you're making will also increase. So over time, you'll see that spread. So, however, if you just pay off your loans all at once, yes, that's great. You pay it off faster, but then you're losing out on all those potential returns. And like I said, 6 to 8 years is a long time for money to compound. So really consider doing a bit of both. If you don't know where to start, rule of thumb is take about 10% of your gross income and invest it, and take another 10% of your gross income and use it to pay off your loans. More is better, but do what you can. So to summarize, if you have a high interest loan like a credit card debt, just pay that shit off. If you have a low interest loan like a mortgage, pay what you have to on the mortgage and then invest the rest of what you can. And thirdly, if you have something in the middle, hovering between 8 to 10%, line of credit, student loan, try to do a bit of both if you can. If it's a short-term one, pay it off. If it's a long-term payment, try to invest a bit of both, just because you want to take advantage of that time value of money. So our mission here at Commonwealth Home Ownership is to improve financial and investing literacy and show that investing, especially real estate investing, doesn't have to be scary. So if you like our videos, please like our page, share our posts, subscribe to our YouTube, and help support our mission, and show the others that there's so much more than what you learn in school. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys next time.